The new vehicle market is oversaturated with plenty to choose from and lots of selection, making the used vehicle market less desirable. Well, perhaps this is true and this is what's going on in the current automotive market and for 2025, but not when it comes to Toyota. There's many recent releases from polls and studies and recent sales results from other brands, other manufacturers, and other sources stating that this is the current trend in the current market for 2025. There's plenty to choose from, lots of inventory, there's some vehicles and some stores sitting with plenty of selection, whether it's in the new car industry or the used car industry. But this isn't the case when it comes to Toyota. Many manufacturers, including Toyota, release their sales results and many other results to the public on an ongoing basis. And if you didn't already know, you can find out all this information yourself. I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can check this out later and see what I'm talking about. But I will review it just ahead in this video, and you'll see that this is definitely not the case and not the situation when you're in the Toyota world. That's right, I'm gonna touch on 4 myths in particular that are being circulated from other content creators and around the internet about the automotive world when you're talking about Toyota. And I'm not just talking about myself here in Canada, I'm also talking about the United States as well. And how do I know this? Well, I keep in touch with some contacts that I have that are content creators in the automotive and in the Toyota world. For example, Toyota Jeff, the family team from Car Edge. I frequently speak with these contacts on a regular basis, and I can tell you that what's being circulated about the industry for Toyota is not really accurate. Let me tell you what is accurate. I'm going to take a look and reference the release charts from Toyota, and we're going to look at the sales globally versus the production globally. And like I said, you can actually see the exact to the number specifically of what these numbers are. I'll put a link again, like I said, in the description below. But let's take a look at global sales for Toyota. All right, talking about global sales year over year, they were slightly down. We're talking about January 2024 to December of 2024, down just 1.4%, making the global sales 10,159,336 for the 2024 calendar year. And Toyota did see a global worldwide production decrease. It's the first decrease in 4 years of 5.1%. We're talking again January 2024 to December of 2024, making the global worldwide production number of 9,521,876. Again, that's down just 5.1%. But take a look at the delta here. Comparing the worldwide production number to the worldwide sales number, there is a difference here of just over 637,000. Meaning that Toyota is outselling the amount of units they are producing worldwide when you're talking about the whole picture. Again, all these myths that are being talked about with Toyota in the automotive world, they're not true. Number one, dealers are renting extra storage and extra lots to keep and store their extra overflow of inventory. Guys, this is not the case. And I speak to a lot of Toyota dealers, like I said, Canada, some in the US as well. I don't know of any Toyota store that is factually renting out additional space to keep their overflow or stock of Toyota inventory. We are definitely not at that level. Myth number 2, there's a sales slump in the automotive industry and it's kind of on a downward trend, making the showrooms a lot less busy and a lot less traffic than what we are used to. Well, perhaps this is the case, like I said, but not with Toyota. Other brands, other manufacturers, yes, I can see it happening, but with Toyota, this is not the case. We are still a very busy store, and a lot of our other Toyota dealers that we deal with, again, the ones in Canada, Ontario, and some that I speak to in the US, they are still very active and very busy at a dealership level when it comes to sales. Now, myth number 3, this one's a funny one. Dealers are pushing the manufacturer to slow down or stop production of Toyota vehicles so that we don't have to stock as much. This one blows my mind. It's definitely not the case by any means or in any way, shape, or form. It is actually the opposite. First of all, dealers don't really have that kind of dialogue with the manufacturer. We don't really have that kind of control to say or tell something like that to a manufacturer. It just doesn't work that way. We are actually asking for as much inventory as we can get. We still have pretty lengthy wait times in the Toyota world. I did a video on this. I'll put a link in the description below. You guys can check it out later on. But we would love to have more of many of our Toyota products available. For example, the Toyota RAV4, RAV4 Hybrid, the Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid, Toyota Camry. The list goes on and on and on. This is definitely not the case. In fact, it is the reverse. We are openly and willingly ready to take on more Toyota inventory. Now, myth number 4, this one is also an interesting one. The delay of going full EV is hurting the Toyota brand. So Toyota is you could say, minority when it comes to full EV. We are strong believers in hybrid technology. We offer almost every model that we have in the lineup in a hybrid alternative. We do have some EVs coming for 2025 and 2026, but the fact that we don't have much to choose from in the EV segment is definitely not doing much at all to our volume, to our sales, and to our demand in the automotive world. That's right. People, customers, viewers don't come to us because they want an EV. Right now, they're coming to us because they want a hybrid Toyota. They want the best of both worlds, and they know that we're one of the few companies that does it the very best. We've been doing it since the 1990s with the start of the first Prius, and we've only been getting better from there. Just to give you a quick story, about a month ago when the official release came out for the Grand Highlander 2025, I had a little bit of confusion with regards to an alloy wheel that was being represented on the platinum grade Toyota Grand Highlander. And I actually reached out to Toyota Jeff down in the US because we didn't have any platinum grade Grand Highlanders available to see, whether it would be a 24 or a 25. And I asked him, hey, can you check out what exact alloy wheel you guys are getting on your Grand Highlanders for 2025 so I can compare it and reference it to exactly what it is in the press release images that I'm seeing. And sadly enough, he was not able to fulfill that request at that time because he didn't have any Grand Highlanders available to see. So as you can see from my point, a lot of what's being circulated in the automotive world or in the content creation world is not entirely accurate when you're talking about Toyota. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video review and discussion. If you're walking into a Toyota store or looking to get a Toyota, just be careful what you read, see, and watch beforehand. Currently, the automotive market is in a little bit of a change from what it used to be a few years ago, but not when you're talking about the Toyota world. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.